Alrighty, still no sound, Buckshot says. Let's see here. I don't know what's going on. Let's see here. So we got Mordecai Brown facing Mr. Jones. Here's the pitch to Jones. Hopefully there's sound now, and that's going to be a ground ball down the stolen base down the second, and he's out of there, folks, for out number one. Now Jones still at the plate, and here's the full count to him. That's a base hit down the third. Nice play. Catches that one. Let's take a look at that, folks. That was a good play down there at third. Head right at him. Caught that in self-defense. And we got Frank Isbell up now. And here's the pitch to him. Here's the 1-1 count. And that's going to be a base hit down the third base over to first. And that'll be 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the first. It's White Sox nothing. Cubbies coming back. Nick Allrock is going to be on the mound here for the White Sox. He had a 20-13 record, 42 walks, 99 strikeouts with an ERA of 2.06. And you got Hoffman up the bat, batted .256, 2 home runs, and 20 RBIs on the year. See if Huffman can get something started here for the Cubbies. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball out at first for out number one. And here comes Schreckard. He batted a .262 with a homer and 45 RBIs on the year. And here's the pitch from Nick. 2-0 count. He drives that ball in the right field. It lands in fair territory, rolls in the corner, and he's got himself a stand-up double with one out. Cubbies are threatening here. Jimmy with excellent speed down at first for Frank Schultz, batting .281 with 7 home runs and 60 RBIs in the season. And here's the 1-1 pitch to Frank. That ball is lifted in the left field. Misplayed out there. That's going to score a run. The Cubbies take a 1-0 lead here. They're going to rule that a double. Take a look at that. That looked like that was misplayed out there. Should have been called, I thought. Yeah, definitely misplayed that ball. Let it get over his head. That brings up Frank Chance. Chance batted .319, 3 home runs and 71 RBIs. Schultz out there at second with great speed. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be a stolen base. So now you got a runner 90 feet away with a 1 out here as Schultz steals the first base of the World Series. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Chance, and that's going to be, we'll have to look. With that, that was a messed up play here. Let's see. Do the replay. That was a ground ball back to the mound. He looks the runner back to third. 2 outs now. And we got Steinfeld due up, batting .327. He's got 3 home runs, 83 RBIs on the year. Runner down at third. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That ball's hit down the first. That makes it through for a base hit. The Cubbies are up 2-0. He's rounding first, headed to second. He ain't stopping, folks. Blows by the stop sign, and he's in there safely with a base hit. A nice triple, and the Cubbies are up 2-0, and a runner down at third for Tinker. Tinker batted .233 with a homer and 64 RBIs in the year. And can the Cubbies make it 3-0? And they do. Another base hit in the right field. Tinker stops at first, and all of a sudden the Cubbies are out to a 3-0 lead here, folks. And we got Johnny Evers up now, batting 255. He's got a homer and 51 RBIs in the season. And here's the 3-2 count to him. And he's taken off, and that's going to be out by a country mile. But the Cubbies score 3. We go to the top of the second. It's 3-0. We got Rowe, Donahue, and Doherty due up here for the White Sox. And George batted 258 with 25 RBIs in the regular season. And here's the first pitch to him. He hits that ball down the second base. Jimmy's up with it, throws over the chance for out number 1. And that brings up Donahue. Donahue batted 257. He had a home run and 57 RBIs on the year. And here's the first pitch to John, and that's going to be a lazy fly ball out the center field. 2 up and 2 down, and that's up to Patsy Doherty to get something started here. Patsy batted 226 with a homer and 31 RBIs. And here's the full count to Patsy. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 1, 2, 3 go to White Sox. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Chicago Cubbies over the crosstown rival White Sox. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Cubbies. Evers was up to bat when they got thrown out trying to steal Kling. And then Mr. Mordecai Brown. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that ball is hit in the right field. Well, actually, it makes it into the infield for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. Johnny Kling's up now, batted 312, 2 home runs and 46 RBIs on the season. And he's first pitch swinging. That ball is blasted in the right field. That ball is high. That ball is far, right off the top of the wall. That brown-eyed, handsome man's headed for third, and he's going to be in there with a triple. So the Cubbies threatening again here, folks. Already up 3-0. It's going to force the White Sox to bring the infield in. Up comes Mordecai Brown, and anybody knows we don't need no stinking DH. Brown batted 204 with 4 RBIs during the season. Can he make this a 4-0 game? Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball is hit in the left field. Is that going to be deep enough to score the run? Here's the play at the plate, and he's in there safely. It's 4-0 Cubbies. And that brings up the top of the order in Hoffman. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch from Nick. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first strikeout of the ball game for either pitcher. And now we go to the top of the third here. We got Sullivan, Tannehill, and Allrock due up. And Sullivan's batted 214 with 2 home runs and 33 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch to Billy. And it's an 0-1 pitch. That ball is hit in the right field. Nice dive and catch out there by Schultz. Let's take a look at that. And that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the third. And there we go. Nice catch. Okay, we got Lee Tannehill due up now. And Tannehill batted 253. He's got 33 RBIs on the year. See what he can do here against Mordecai Brown. Try to get the White Sox back in this game. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that ball's hit down the third. Fires across the diamond. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up Nick Allrock. He batted a $160, 3 RBIs on the year. And here's the pitch to Nick, 2-2 count. And we don't need no stinking DH. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. And the White Sox now have the runner on at first and 2 outs. First hit of the ball game's done by the pitcher. He says, you guys ain't going to help me out. I'll do it myself. Ed Hahn due up now. See what he can do with 2 outs and Nick down at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch to him. That's a high drive in the right field. And that ball is out of here, folks. And the White Sox just cut this lead in half. It is now 4-2. Home run by Ed Hahn. We'll Take a look at that blast, folks. That ball went 382 feet. About 6 or 7 rows deep in the stands. And the White Sox are right back in this ball game. Hey, Aaron, what's up? And that brings up Mr. Jones now. He's 0 for 1 today. And we got 2 outs, nobody on now. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jones. And Jones hits that ball into deep right field. That'll be playable. Nice dive and catch out there. Take a look at that. They're all of a sudden starting to hit on Mordecai. He just robbed extra bases there, that's for sure. Nice job by Schulte out there. And that'll bring up Schreckert, Schulte, and Chances up. And Jimmy is 1 for 1 today. And here's the 1-1 pitch to him. And that's going to be hit into center field. That should be an easy play for out number 1. And now we got Mr. Schulte up. Frank is 1 for 1 with an RBI today. Here's the 3-1 pitch to him. And that ball is hit down the third deep in the hole. Fires over the first. 2 up and 2 down. And the White Sox shut the Cubbies down for the first time in this game. It's up to Chance. He's 0 for 1. Here's the full count to Frank. And that's going to be belted into right field. They'll play it on the hop. Frank will stop at first for a 2-out single. And now we got Mr. Steinfeld up. He's 1 for 1 with a RBI. A double probably scores Frank. He's got excellent speed down there at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's off and running. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Frank's now in scoring position. A single of scoring. Can Harry come through here and deliver and get some of these runs back? Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's a no doubt about her. That'll score a run, and it's a 5-2 ball game. He's going for 2 on the throw home. And now the Cubbies got another runner in scoring position with only 2 outs, and Tinker's up. Tinker's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Tinker. And that ball's hit down the third. He'll have to hurry. Fires over to first, and Tinker's in there with an infield hit. And the Cubbies now trying to make something happen with these 2 outs. Johnny Evers is up. He's 0 for 1. Can he get that other run back and make this a 6-2 game? The Cubbies have scored in every inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that ball is hit into deep center field. And that'll drop in for at least a double. That'll score 1, make it 2. And the Cubbies are back on top 7-2, folks. 3 runs all coming with 2 outs. Cubbies are pouring it on to crosstown rivals, and that is it for Nick Allrock. And we got Frank Owen in the ball game, folks. He got a 22-13 record. He had an ERA of 2.3, 54 walks, 66 strikeouts. He'll be facing Mr. Johnny Kling up here with our runners down at second. 2 outs. Can he get out of this inning with no more runs being scored? Johnny's 1 for 1. And that's going to be batted back to the mound. That'll finally end the inning, but the Cubbies score 3 and take a 7-2 lead going into the top of the 4th. Isbell, Rowe, and Donahue due up here against Mordecai Brown. And Frank's 0 for 1 today. Back at the ballpark. Yes, Legends. Sure am, buddy. All righty. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. So the White Sox here, they're not giving up yet. We got the leadoff runner aboard for George Rowe. He's 0 for 1. Frank with excellent speed down at first, but down by 5. I don't look for him to be going anywhere. We'll see. And I was wrong. That was a pass ball. He's down at second, folks. So you got a runner in scoring position now for George. And here's the full count to him. And he loses him. So just like that, the White Sox got the first 2 batters aboard. Yeah, exactly. I hear you, Aaron. So now we got old Donahue up. He's 0 for 1. You got Frank down at second, George at first. Great speed on the pads. White Sox down by 5. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball is hit down to second. Can they turn 2 over to second? No throw at first. They get the runner at second. 1 out. Runners on the corners now for Patsy Doherty. He's 0 for 1 today. And here's the 0-1 pitch to Patsy, and he's taken off. So with a 5-run deficit, the White Sox aren't stopping the running game. He's in there safely. Breaks up the double play. Now you got runners in scoring position with 1 out for Patsy. And here's the 0-2 pitch to him. And that is a ground ball back to the mound. Looks the runners back. 2 outs now. And up comes Billy Sullivan. He said it was going to be a really big show, and he wasn't kidding, but it's the Cubbies right now putting the show on. And here's the first pitch to Billy. And that ball is lifted in the center field. Should be a can of corn out there. Boy, that's an infield fly. Misjudged that one. And that'll be 3 outs. The White Sox strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 7-2, folks. We got due up here is Mr. Brown. Then back to the top of the order, and Huffman and Schreckard facing Frank Owen for the first time. Brown had an RBI his first time up. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Mordecai, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And up comes Mr. Huffman. He's 0 for 2 today. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him. And that's going to be lifted in the foul territory. Easy play, 2 up and 2 down. And now we got Mr. Jimmy Schreckard due up. He's 1 for 2 today for the Cubbies. And I'll probably jinx him again. Can the White Sox have the first inning without the Cubbies scoring here? Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. And that ball is hit down to second. The Cubbies finally go in order, 1, 2, 3. And we go to the top of the 5th. It's still a 5-run lead for the Cubbies. We got Tannehill, Owen, and Hahn due up here against Mordecai Brown. And here's the full count to him. And that's going to be a ball 4. Not what Brown wants to do with a 5-run lead is walk Tannehill. Brings up Frank Owen. Will the White Sox still play small ball down by 5? Here's the 1-0 pitch. He's squaring the bunt back to the mound over to first. That gets the runner in scoring position. And that'll bring up Ed Hahn. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer today, folks. Can he do it again? Here's the pitch to Ed. A 1-2 count. That ball is hit down to first. Over to Mordecai for out number 2. The runner does advance down the 3rd. And that brings up Jones. And he's 0 for 2 today. Tannehill 90 feet away. And he's first pitch swinging, folks. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And it's a 7-3 ball game. Makes a wide turn at first, but he'll head back to first base down by 4. And that brings up Frank Isabel. And he's 1 for 2 today. Jones with excellent speed on the pads. And that's going to be a pass ball, but the runner goes nowhere. Kling jumps on top of that ball, keeps it in front of him. And here is now the 1-1 pitch. That ball is hit down the second. He'll throw over to first. And the White Sox score 1, make it 7-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Schulte, Chance, and Steinfeld due up here. And Frank's 1 for 2 with an RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And he's going to get over there with no throw. And the Cubbies already threatening again. Leadoff runner aboard. Schulte with great speed. Here's Frank Chance up. He's 1 for 2 today. And he's first pitch bunting. That's right in front of the plate. Nice bunt. And that gets the runner in scoring position. And I'll leave it up to Seinfeld here. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. A single probably scores Frank. And he's first pitch swinging. That ball is driven into center field. With Frank's speed, he should make it down the 3rd with no problem. And he does. So 2 outs, runner down at 3rd. for Tinker. And he's 2 for 2 with an RBI. Can he go 3 for 3 and make this an 8-3 ball game, folks? And that's a full count. And he drives that ball in the hole between first and second. He's 3 for 3, and that's 8-3. So the Cubbies come back and answer and get that run right back, make it a 5-run ball game. Johnny Evers is up 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Tinker down there with great speed. Will he take off, try to get in scoring position? Here's the 1-2 pitch. That ball is lifted in the center field. That'll end the inning, but again, the Cubbies answer and make it a 5-run lead again. We got Rowe, Donahue, and Doherty due up here. And George is 0 for 1. Can he get on base here? Here's the 2-2 count to him. And that ball is hit in the center field. That should be a can of corn out there for Huffman. 1 up and 1 down. And that brings up Jiggs Donahue. And he's 0 for 2. See what old Jiggs can do. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that ball is hit into the air in center field. They might want to hit it somewhere else, folks. Oh, Hoffman's all over these balls. So 2 outs. Here's Patsy Doherty. He's 0 for 2 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Doherty. And that ball's hit down the chance. He takes it himself for out number 3. The White Sox go down in order. And we got Johnny Kling up now. He's 1 for 2. And followed by Brown and back to the top of the order in Huffman. And he's going to be first pitch swinging against Owen. And that ball is hit down the first base, sneaks through. That'll roll out to the wall. He's headed for second, slides in there with a double. That'll bring up Mordecai Brown. He's 0 for 1 today with an RBI. Will he be bunting him down the third, folks? Here's the 2-2 pitch. He squares. Nice bunt down the third base and over to first. Runner's 90 feet away with 1 out for Huffman. He's 0 for 3, looking for his first hit and first RBI of this World Series. And that'll be hit to second. That'll get the run in. That's 2 outs now, and it's a 9-3 ball game. And here comes Sheckard up. He's 1 for 3 today. And a full count to him. And that's a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. But again, the Cubbies score 1. Now they got a 6-run lead. Sullivan, Tannehill, and Owen due up here in the 7th inning. Mordecai Brown is cruising through this game. A 4-hit, 3-run effort here. Let's see if he can hold this lead. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Sullivan. That ball is hit in the deep left field, but playable for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. Here's Lee Tannehill. He's 0 for 1 today. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Lee. And that ball is hit in the left field. 2 fly balls to left, 2 outs. And let's see if Owen will bat for himself. No. Bill O'Neill comes off the bench. He batted .248 with 1 home run and 21 RBIs in the regular season. And here's the pitch to Bill. 2-0 count. And that ball is hit in the right field. And that'll end the inning. White Sox go down 1, 2, 3. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Alrighty, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Schulte, Chance, and Seinfeld due up. Frank's having a hell of a game 1, 2 for 3 with an RBI. And here's the 0-1 pitch. I forgot to talk about the new pitcher in the game. That's a fly ball in the right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. So Chance with another hit. We got Roy Patterson in the game. He was 10-7 on the year. He had a 2.09 ERA. He struck out 45, walked 17. And here's old Chance up now with a runner in scoring position. 3-2 pitch hit down the second, only plays over to first. One out runner in scoring position for Harry Seinfeld. He's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Harry, and that's hit down the short. I'll get the runner over to third. And the Cubbies now got a runner on third base 90 feet away. Tinker's 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Can he go 4 for 4 and pick up his third RBI? And he's first pitch swinging, and he is hot today. It don't matter what the White Sox put on the mound. Tinker's got it covered, folks. And that's another run, and it's 10-3, good buddy. Cubbies up by 7. And now we got Johnny Evers up. He's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. A 7-run lead. Will Tinker stay put at first? Here's the 1-0 pitch. And no, these Cubbies are trying to score some more, folks. That's a stolen base. No throw down there. You might want to watch. This could end up in the ear here. Johnny Evers better be loose. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. 2-1 pitch. And that's a ground ball up the middle, over to first, and that'll end the inning. But the Cubbies score another run. We go to the 8th. We got Hahn, Jones, and Isabel due up, and Eddie Hahn's 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer, folks. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Ed, and that's going to be hit in the air to left field, and that should be playable for out number 1. And Sheckard tosses it in. And that brings up Jones. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Jones. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is the first strikeout of the game by Brown. And here comes Frank Isabel up now. Frank's 1 for 3. And here's the 1-2 pitch to him. And that ball is lifted in the right field. That should be a can of corn. 1, 2, 3, go the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cubbies leading by 7. The bottom part of the order due up Kling, Brown, and then back to the top with Huffman. And Johnny's 2 for 3. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. 0-1 rather. That ball is hit down the second. Slow roller. That's going to be an infield hit. No throw. So Kling's down at first. Brown will probably try to bunt him over. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI today. And that's going to be a ball strike rather. And they're off and running with a 7-run lead. The Cubbies are just throwing everything at these White Sox. They don't want them to think they have a chance at winning games here. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's a nice bunt by Brown. Right in front of the plate, gets the runner down the third with 1 out, and to the top of the order we go. And let's see what Huffman can do. He's 0 for 4, but he does have an RBI in this game. Here's the full count to him, and that's a ground ball down the third, over to first. It's 11-4, folks. The Cubbies have scored in every inning but the 4th. And we got 2 outs now, nobody on for Jimmy. And Sheckard is 1 for 4. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Jimmy. And that's blasted in the left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And with a 8-run lead, he'll hold it first with a 2-out single. Frank Schulte's up now. He's batting 3 for 4 with an RBI. Every Cubby thinks they should have a hit today. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the center field. That'll end the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. Is there a miracle in here for the White Sox? They got Rowe, Donahue, and Doherty due up here. George is 0 for 2 against Brown. And he's going to be first pitch swinging. He ain't waiting around. That's going to be hit in the center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. White Sox ain't giving up easy, folks. So Brown down at first, Donahue up, and he's 0 for 3. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Jiggs. That ball is lifted in the deep center field. Back goes Sheckard, makes the catch, and that's 1 out. Runner still down at first. Now we got Patsy Doherty up 0 for 3. And here's the pitch. He's first pitch swinging. They want to get out of this town. Well, they want to get out of this side of town. And that's your ball game, folks. A double play ground ball, 4-6-3. Cubbies win big, 11-3. Let's take a look at this box score. It was all the south side. Cubs start the World Series off in style today, down in the White Sox, and a score of 11-3. Cubbies shortstop Tinker 4 for 4, 4 singles, drove in 3 runs. Cubbies pick up the win in combination of good hitting and pitching. And Tinker said he felt good up there. I saw the ball well. Next game will be over in the White Sox. It's every other game here, folks, in this Windy City matchup. One game in the Cubbies and one game at the White Sox. It keeps alternating. I hear you, Big Clue. Yeah. So the Cubbies, look at this lineup. You had Schreckard, Schulte, Steinfeld, Tinker, Kling, all with a multiple hit game. The only one without a hit was Mordecai Brown and Huffman. Ain't that crazy? The White Sox, top of the lineup, did a hell of a job. Oh, Ed Hahn 1 for 3, Jones 1 for 4, Isabel 1 for 4, and George Rowe 1 for 3. But not much else to talk about. Nick Allrock, 2 2/3, 9 hits, 7 runs, struck out 1. Frank Owen comes in, pitches 3 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, struck out 2. And Patterson comes in, pitches 2 innings, gives up 4 hits, 2 runs. White Sox had no answer for these Cubbies. Mordecai Brown goes the distance, 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 1, did give up the home run. And that's your ball game, folks. Game number 2 will be over in the White Sox. All righty. And let's see who's pitching in this game. I don't know if that's correct or not. Matter of fact, I know it's not because if I remember correctly, the Cubbies lineup ain't set yet. Let's look here at the White Sox lineup. Is it set for game 2? No. Yeah, it's set for game 2, not for game 3. So I don't know what's up with this. I'll have to go back in here and fix these damn lineups. I had it set once. And the Cubbies lineup set for game number 2, but not for 3. So go back in there and have to fix that up. I don't know what's going on with OOTP. I want to thank Big Clue, Aaron Reed, Legend Sports Universe, World's Worst Gamer NV, Steve Simulated with Steve Tate, Beatles Eternally. And I believe that's everybody. Buckshot was in the house. Yep, that was everybody. If you're new to the channel, folks, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Chicago, hit that like button. Until next time, you all have a great evening. Take care.